Well, good afternoon. Today is May 26, 2022, and this is J&A exposing a hostile work environment at Sunline Transit. I am protected, we are protected by Labor Code 6310, the whistleblower, Labor Code 232.5, exposing hostile and a safety concern at Sunline. Also, my First Amendment, we're protected. We did go to the board meeting, and our GM did speak out on key issues, but we want to, first of all, I want to thank every individual that has come forward and made J&A for what it is, exposing a hostile work environment at Sunline Transit. I want to thank each and every one of you for the likes. I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing, sharing the video. Also, I want to thank for all the donations that were given to us for this attorney that we need to represent us, being that we're put on administrative leave. We're not going to stop. Like the background says, we stand together. Sunline employees, I want you guys to know that just because we're put on administrative leave doesn't mean that we're going to vote for this contract. You guys have to vote for what's in your best interest. If it's not good, it affects your family. Bonuses are given at $500. It's probably end up like $3 something when it's all said and done. Don't be fooled by this leadership. They're trying to put us on the sideline so they can go in there and scare you guys off from standing up for what you believe. You all have a right to choose what fits you and your family. You guys are starting to see that their pockets are getting lined. They're getting raises with no qualifications, and us operators are getting nothing. We need to stand up and say enough is enough. Come together as a whole, be strong, and don't allow them to scare you off. We're not afraid. When we started this movement, we're not afraid, and we won't be afraid to stand up to bullies. All we want and all we're asking for is a better place to work. Not coming to work with anxiety and being mistreated and fired and let go with a non-disclosure agreement. If any of you are out there and you want to come forward and speak, we have a few days left on our calendar. We have a few more individuals that are coming forward to speak on their experiences under LARENSKIVER. I also want to thank Art Aguilar from ATU for stepping up and going to the board meetings and speaking on the behalf of the membership. You did a great job. I want to say thank you on behalf of J&A. Continue to show us that you're there for us, not against us. And don't allow LARENSKIVER to bully you, to take something to the membership that's not good for us. Thank you again, Art Aguilar, for your dedicated work. That's all we're asking for, is you to stand up and go to bat for us operators, us employees, and get us a better deal. because I know we'll be back to work. I mean, we might be off for a little while, but with all your support, we're gonna take down this bully. We're not gonna allow them to bully us no more. Like the slogan says, I might not have a law degree, but I have a bully degree, and you're not gonna bully us no more. I know you're probably spending taxpayers' money and watching these videos. That's why I'm trying to make them short, so that way they don't you don't spend taxpayers' money watching our videos. What you need to do is you need to step down and you need to go find another agency or a new career, because this agency has had enough with you. Sunline is, like I said, is a great place to work for. And I've been here 26 years, and that proves that I love my job. These are my views, not Sunline's views. And I'm speaking on my behalf, not on Sunline's behalf. We just have to put the pressure on and speak up for bullying. Bullying in a hostile work environment don't go good at a workplace. I know that LARENSKIVER made some comments on the board meeting, but why didn't you come forward and speak how you're treating employees, how you let individuals go without caring about how they're going to eat, how they're going to pay their bills? You just walk them off, 10, 12 years, 15 years of service like they were nothing. The board members need to come to an understanding that we brought up many key issues of harassment and hostile work environment and bullying at Sunline. I did send emails to each board member and other officials along with LARENSKIVER. I did send an email of what I spoke about at the board meeting because I kind of ran out of time. But Rudy LaFleur needs to be, his contract needs to be investigated of why he continues to get paid and his contract has never been up for bid. I also heard that Lauren made an individual cry. I haven't confirmed what exact date it was, but I know an employee, a high official, I should say, she did yell at this individual and did make her cry like she has done to many more people. When is enough? Enough is enough when an individual has a heart attack or stresses out and starts to drink or whatever the case is. People don't need to be going through that. You should have a good working environment. You should have a good leader. The leader should allow leaders to be leaders and bring Sunline back together again. I see that there's a lot going on and employees are afraid. I'm not afraid of a bully. I know Joey's not afraid of a bully. LARENSKIVER, you are a bully and you need to find it in your heart to step down and pack your bags and let Sunline be a better place like it has been. We need to fix driver seats, bus stops. There's a bus stop on 111, and I'm going to tell you exactly where it's at so you can go do your research. 111 and Fred Waring headed westbound. They made a turnaround a right turn yield with no space for you to pull into that bus stop safely. The cars are flying around that corner. It's been complained about. Move the bus stop further up so the drivers can get into that bus stop safely. I'm giving you your homework for your individuals with also a solution. You move that bus stop further up on the right side, maybe by the steakhouse or whatever it is, not close to where Subway, where it's at, because by the time you're trying to merge in to stop, that those cars are coming around that right side at a high rate of speed. It's been a problem for that bus stop, and it's been brought up. They say that it can't be moved. I know they can put temporary bus stops. If you can't fix it right away, put a temporary bus stop down the ways, and where there's a cement pad where wheelchairs can access it. That'll fix that problem. Okay, so another problem is that I'm going to give you information as an operator of 26 years. Excuse me. On Fred Waring, the line 6. Okay, you have a time point on Fred Waring and Washington, both directions. Okay, both directions, you have a time point. If you don't leave the town center like 5 minutes late, you have to wait over there on Fred Waring and Washington for maybe 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, so you have these row of cars flying across near accidents, almost getting an accident, trying to merge in. You need to either add more time at the town center and remove that time point, or remove minutes from there, so it's more or less like a reference point, not a time point. The buses are it's not safe to be there for X amount of minutes. It's hard enough you have to stop and pick up somebody at that bus stop. The traffic before that bus stop, they can paint the road before it crosses Washington, just like I said at the PLOPS meeting to Jeff and Marina. Maria was actually there. I think John Dorito was actually there. So I did bring that up. You could paint the road, merge over, buses only. So that traffic will be merged over into the 2 lanes rather than 3 lanes. You do that on both directions, remove that time, or have the time point minutes, maybe maybe like 4 extra minutes, 5 extra minutes at Coachella. I know that would be safer, or make it a reference point, and don't stay there for too long, because there has been multiple accidents being rear-ended there. Okay, so that's another issue that as far as bus stops. So I'm going to give you one more for your homework. Cook Street headed westbound. You have Cook Street on, well, Fred Waring and Cook Street headed westbound. You got that bus stop is the bus stop that, let me see, turn my phone off. Okay. The bus stop on Fred Waring and Cook Street headed west. Ignore. So you have that bus stop that has the gutter. It has the gutter, and the road, that lane is pretty narrow. You have a electrical box that's there. You have some signs. You have a lane that you pretty much you have to be on the top side, because if you hit the gutter, you're going to hit the curb. You can't do it one or the other. So that's another one that needs to be corrected. I know 111 drivers are coming in from Palm Springs and maybe getting 7 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever the break is. They're not getting enough time, and they're creating stress. They're pushing the line to try to make the service work. I brought that up when they went from 25-minute headways to 20-minute headways, I asked Jeff, I asked him, where are you adding extra buses? He says, no. So where are you getting that extra 5 minutes? Well, that extra 5 minutes is making the drivers push more. I want to bring it up, and as the board members or you're watching, bring the statistics on the line 1. How many accidents have occurred since the 25-minute headways to the 20-minute headways? I can almost guarantee you the accident rate has went up very, very high, drastically. I mean, it went up way high. And the information will actually tell the true story. How many accidents has Sunline had since they went from the 25-minute headways to the 20-minute headways, and which line is it? I can almost guarantee you it's the 111. Well, the 1, since they changed this refield. I can almost guarantee the majority of the accidents occurred on the line 1. Like I said, I'll have to maybe request that information to give you facts, but I can almost guarantee, I bet my money on it, that the accident rates have went up on that 1. The drivers are not only are they stressed out, they're trying to push this line to stay on time so they can get out of their seat, and maybe a seat that hasn't been replaced, that's broken. So you're now not only taking their brakes away, you're forcing them to stay driving on a piece of equipment that's not working. So that's another issue that needs to be brought up. The line, I know the line 2 is another one that a lot of passengers, a lot of movement, and a lot of stress. Find a way to bring that line, the 14 or whatever, the line 2 now, bring it back to DHS to Palm Springs. DHS to Palm Springs. That line is way too busy to run from DHS to Cathedral City. And now when they have a windstorm and they close down Gene Autry, you not only have 1 line, now you have 2 lines that are running late. Well, now your on-time performance is horrible because now you have both routes running late. So that was a big mistake on planning department, whoever made that decision to change those. And it takes a lot longer to get from point A to point B. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be corrected with scheduling and on-time performance. That's all I have to say. And please like, share, subscribe, and thank you for your time. Continue to work and drive safely. And this is Anthony from J&A Exposing Corruption, a Hostile Work Environment, and Bullying. You're not going to bully us no more. We're going to stand up. We're going to take charge, and we're going to keep bringing you content from other individuals that have been hurt by LARENSKIVER. So LARENSKIVER, if you're watching this video, it's only a matter of time before you pack your bags and you find another line of work, because you're not good for Sunline Transit. These are my views and my thoughts, not Sunline's. And we're out.